Alright, welcome back to Armored Academy of Arizona. I'm Rick. We're going to do another round breakdown here. Today the video kind of starts after the action had already started a little bit, but not too much. So to introduce our setup, we've got Daniel here, we've got me. He and I are on a team together. This is Jeremy, and he's fighting alongside Vince, who's over here. We'll get a better look at him in a second. So when this round began, Vince charged really quickly into Daniel. In this case, Daniel is taking the position of rail, and I am his wing. Vince has taken the position of rail as well, or possibly a center. It's difficult to tell because he's in the middle of the list. Jeremy is hanging back like a center should, hanging back looking for some opportunities. So let's go ahead and see how this round progresses. You can see Daniel's working Vince into that corner back there. That's good. He's pressing the distance. Jeremy is making sure that I stay put by taking a swing at me, but he's not overcommitting. And I am at an angle. You can see that I'm not straight across the list, and I'm not so far back that Jeremy can shoot this gap. Because if he could, Jeremy would love to shoot this gap, get behind Daniel, get a head rip going, and bring him to the ground. But right now, I'm too close to Daniel. So if he tries to shoot this gap, he's definitely running into me, and then we end up in a grapple. So let's see what happens next. Oh, alright, so I'll back that up just a little bit. You can see that Vince is here with his legs a little bit wide, standing with Daniel to one side. So I come charging in and I try to get him with a leg kick. If I can land that leg kick nice and on the inner thigh right up in this area, I might be able to turn his leg off, and then that leg is numb and it's difficult to stand on, can't really use it. Also, if it happened that because Daniel was pushing on him, his weight may be in this leg, and if I can get that leg to pop out, then he'll fall down. Unfortunately for me, Vince did a good job. He had his head on a swivel, he sees me coming, and he pulls it out of the way. Nope. Now, I mean, this is a chop kick, and the force of the kick actually spins me around. Jeremy, of course, he's good at what he does, so he's sitting back here waiting for something to happen. He sees that I'm totally not available to do anything to save my center, so he's got a free shot. He can come running in and try to get Daniel. Vince is doing a good job tying up Daniel here, so this is a good opportunity for Jeremy. He could get a head rip or something like that. So he comes charging in. Boom! Daniel did a good job here stuffing Jeremy with his shield. So Jeremy tried to get up top so he could grab a hold of Daniel and pull him down, but Daniel got his shield up, so Jeremy didn't get a good grip. I saw Jeremy coming in, so now I'm moving in to cover my guy. Trying to get a hold of Jeremy. He rolls out. Vince is trying real hard to get away, but he can't. Daniel's got a hold of his hand. Vince is trying to get loose. This is a pretty good tactic. I believe Vince has a great big axe. You don't want a guy with a big axe running around. Let's see what happens next. Yeah, so Vince is pretty stretched out here. I have that big falchion, so it's a good opportunity to start taking chops at his leg. The only thing is I can't get too committed because Jeremy's right here waiting for me to not pay attention. And the moment he realizes that I'm available, he's going to jump on my back, try to pull me to the ground. Instead of chopping, I decide to move over to the other side, see if I can get to work on Vince's legs. keeping my attention on Jeremy. By keeping my eye on Jeremy, I'm keeping Jeremy out of the fight. So right now, Jeremy's just sitting here watching his teammate try to fight two guys. Jeremy makes a big jump, trying to get Daniel over here. Not a terrible idea. The only thing is that Daniel could see him coming, so Daniel was prepared. Now we're back to where we were. Still working. Now Jeremy got it. So you can see that Jeremy's got Daniel in a real bad spot. He's got that head rip. Daniel's bent over. Vince comes over to help Jeremy try to finish him off. So I'm trying to save my friend here. I have pushed Vince off. And next I'm going to try and stand Daniel up so that he's no longer in danger. I pushed Jeremy out of the way, Daniel's out. Now Jeremy tripped, I believe, on the edge of the rail down here at the bottom. So that was nice for our team. I don't think anyone got a trip or a throw. He just happened to run into the rail and fall down. Oh, that's a big hit. I put that in the intro because it's such a big hit. But watch Vince. So Vince is sitting here looking. Daniel's over here looking at Jeremy on the ground. And Vince is going to take that little moment and do a big swing on his arm. Wham! Oh, you can just see that hurt. And this is a good thing for especially newer people that are trying a big weapon for the first time. If you swing and nothing happens, then that's not a good place to swing. If you swing and someone does that big flinch, I mean, that clearly hurt. That's a good spot to hit someone. You should hit them there again. So anyways, it's a real big hit by Vince. He's got that big weapon down there. So let's move on. Daniel recovers. You can see he doesn't like moving that shield now. I think he's hurt. I've got Vince tied up. This is not a great tie-up that I have Vince in. I've got good control of his head. I'm making at this point. I'm just making him hold me up. I'm just trying to wear him out. I don't have a good setup for a throw. If he were to fall down right now, odds are either I go with him or I lose my weapon. So this is really not an ideal thing that I'm doing. The reason I'm doing it is because I'm also tired, and I'm going to make Vince hold me up while I catch my breath. Daniel's in there. He's working. He's also trying to squish Vince's head down. And now I've lost it. And we have to stop the fight. It's hard to tell in the video, but Vince's shoulders, they were tied in an odd way, and they fell down. So Matt here, he's doing a good job as Marshal, and he stops the fight for an armor failure. So, it's kind of a bummer. It sure sucks when you're fighting and you have a piece of armor let you down, and so you have to stop because of that. But it's a good reason to stop. Certainly we don't want people getting hurt. So Matt doing a good job stopping the fight when the armor failure happens, and that's part of the sport. If you can get someone's gear to fail, that will end the fight just as sure as a takedown or anything else. So I hope you enjoyed this round. Please leave a comment, subscribe, do all the YouTube things, and we'll see you soon.